I want to talk about um the Ahsoka series, and I like to first want to talk about um the creators of the movies given a chance to have his characters to on the screen again since the Revenge of the Sith and the anime of the Clone Wars, and that Ahsoka is the only thing that kept the Star Wars going, be serious. And it is another one that I really like, the um that I made up Star Wars or such. And it is good, because the like we want to see more before it's too late, right? And we saw like the Sith that Padme or the Dark Vader master from um from the Sith, the Emperor, and survive and really did told Anakin that could really the save loved ones. In the series, the fiction series of Star Wars, and uh, and the fiction of Star Wars, and it allowed players, no fans, to see what it's like, and they say they didn't want to see that, and they tried to keep the original. But I really did want to see because like he really told from they used the Revenge of the Sith, where he told Anakin that his master of the dark side that could save loved ones, and it did, but it's different. And then they even like cut out a lot of things like would have shown more of Anakin, like the other like within that movie would have shown like a hybrid Anakin, but no. And then Ahsoka, like I've been waiting since the anime, Ahsoka to appear and what like she like got given given powers. Also is not, but it is because that's how she managed to get through to Anakin. But I don't know if it's not really Anakin or it's the one that's from that one planet, the the force, like the good force and the dark side force, the balance, and then Anakin stay there or not, or uses his image to disguise as Anakin. So we don't know, and so um the um Ahsoka like had a chance to save Anakin, and she managed to run like got through him somehow, and Anakin like could came back to himself, but like in the end, like she had a chance to like give Anakin to save Anakin, go to use one of the I don't know how it works. They probably would be force ghosts, or they probably we don't know how it is. Or if she leave her body behind, and it's like what if she left and then joined with Anakin and went to use one of the portals because she was given a second chance, and then saved Anakin, and then Anakin went there. Like, there's a lot of directions could be what happened for this year for this episode 5. Like Anakin, they went to the path from the portal, and then she saved him. Oh, like that could be in that direction. Like she went back to the it's like time travel, but it's not. It's like it's always a a wrong direction, or they interfere with the timeline, and they she went to the war or time travel universe. The it's twice. She's been there. The first one she would have gone to the past to save Anakin, but she didn't. Now she has a second chance. Cause she already was given a second chance by the. She was pretty much dead already, but the somehow the the side characters save her, so she's still the main character overall. But like we don't know which this timeline is. Is it fiction? Probably is this legit canon Star Wars or not? Like anything is possible, you know. Like there could be a second version of Anakin where where you know the dark side show Anakin the vision, what will happen, what will he become, you know, and then the their the one that is in charge of the balance of the force, good and dark side balance before he was gone. Like perhaps he had some powers, given Anakin a vision, or sent him like being smart right before he disappeared because I think the one that was in that planet was in charge of the balance of good and dark side, and then Anakin got sent one to two versions, and like there could be like some mix up of which one is canon, you know, that could be confusing for the viewer. That's what I thought, you know. And then this direction that they say the one of the fans made up that if Anakin went to the future of this future and where Darth Vader is still alive and not too old but still in his prime kind of Anakin will be appearing, you know, see what had happened, what he has become, and then the past Anakin, and then destroy Vader, and then they save this universe with Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, and then he went back in the past, returned to his body, and then see from the time event of the Revenge of the Sith, and then destroy Sithris or the the Dark Vader master of the dark side of the Sith and just destroy him, you know. But it didn't want that direction, you know. This it's possible, you know, because sometimes you like they could leave hints or they could use that thing for for a future episode. But and this one is it, you know, like could have the show like a live action Clone Wars, Ahsoka, you know, they could do that, you know. So like it's not like they could do that or or they could went to a different direction. Like it's possible, you know, that they say it's very close with that time travel, two versions split from Anakin. Anakin went to this timeline and defeated. You know, it's always which one is canon, which is filters, which one is multiple time multiverse. You know, and that's what's trying to confuse me. And I'm trying to like stay in the straight direction of the canon universe of Star Wars. And this is it, you know. I thought why I think, and that this fan was explaining about that maybe they split the versions, and that's why Anakin is not himself. And then it shows this part in the future, and like excuse me, and then it went to the future, and then Anakin went over there and took down Darth Vader, and then the and Darth Vader Master, and then saved the universe with Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, and then he returned back because his time is up. He completed his task or whatever, and then he returned to the past, and then see um his himself, and he destroyed right before he made the biggest mistake. He fixed it, and then he regained his conscious and memories because he returned to his body now. Oh, that, you know, but the most like Ahsoka, you know, they had a chance, you know, in that direction. Like it's possible, you know, and they just say multiverse, and it can't be multiverse. That would have thought. That's what I thought. You know, in episode 5 it was possible. You know, she would have saved Anakin and then take him because she got through him. Somehow that's the reason why he appeared now. Maybe so, but it does seem that he was kind of good. That's it, a little good because somehow uh, Ahsoka somehow managed to get through him or not. You know, it's possible Anakin just pretending to be himself just to get more closer to her, and then just and then take down the last Jedi. You know, Ahsoka maybe if not. This 50-50 chance, you know, and then maybe Ahsoka save him, and then one using the War of War travel, you know. I thought they would have gone in the same directions from the anime, you know, because like I say, the creators allowed to bring them back, and that's why there's some shows returning, you know, because of Star Wars, um, Jurassic Park, Marvel, uh, and Resident Evil and stuff, and that's why it's back. The and Dragon Ball Z because of the multiverse and Bleach. That's all to get the inspiration from the movies, and that's the reason why it's coming back. And even though like The Walking Dead, then that's why this episode's returning. This is look, this is really good, you know. It's not enough to see Anakin, and it's good, you know. They would have gone like a multiverse, not canon, you know, but a good filter episode, you know, series. This between Ahsoka and Anakin go to the past, and then something happen, and then they get hunted, and then um they have to take down, you know, like that. Oh, Oh, in the future would have been like that. So Anakin being hunted because he appeared now. And then he fought against Darth Vader and bring back the Ahsoka and take them down. And it's the end of the series of this. But no, like this, like I want to put something in it too, along with this Star Wars. Um, that I'm saying the direction would have been. This is a what if, you know, like Naruto. Like they focusing on the main. Like you prefer seeing the main characters, you know, Nar- Boruto, Sakura, and Miskid, whatever. Team Seven. Then you see them the most, and then that's it, you know. That's finished in that part series, and then series of the story was good, you know. Yeah, I like the story, you know. I like the direction. And then the Boruto series, the characters got brainwashed. It was good, you know, and again hunted. But like I don't like the creators and such that making episodes or stuff skip parts, you know. That the important parts to see what happened to the main characters, you know. That's the reason why they brought Ahsoka back, you know. Or the main characters of Resident Evil to come back. And that's why, you know, it's Anakin appear now. It took so long, but they finally brought him back, you know, because they allow it, you know, because the creators of like the movies allow it, you know, that's the reason why this is called a hype train started, you know, and how he say Anakin in his dialogue say live, oh, gone, oh. That's the quote of Anakin. It's very good, you know, teaching her to survive because it's she managed to get through him, or is Anakin pretending so he could come closer to her, let her guard down, so Anakin could finish the last Jedi, you know, of the series of the Jedi's, you know, that's possible, you know, but if it's not, she managed to get through him. And I think no one say it, but I think and Sissoko somehow managed to get through him, and it's himself right before he disappeared, before he's not himself anymore, and give Ahsoka a last lesson. You know, she would have done something, you know. I think they will still be forced. About, I don't know how it works. If they go to the past, it will be different, you know. What will the outcome become? That series of Ahsoka and them, we tell the past, or this Anakin from future comes now appearing to destroy Darth Vader and come return to his timeline. But we're not sure, you know. And like in Boruto is good, you know. It's like you want to see the main characters, you know. And the side characters is good and stuff, but don't skip the important part of story that's getting interesting, and you just skip it. Like and not age the main characters, you know. And that's why Anakin appeared, you know. And then the episodes of the Boruto, they're getting chased. Sasuke is the master, Sakura. I hope that they get serious, you know, and not serious and not Boruto. Like Bleach also went serious, you know. They got called exclusive, you know, like how you want to see, you know, but like it takes forever, you know. It's just that you have to pay attention to the one of the series. You know, say One Piece is like live action, like a proper live action. I think Resident Evil will have it too, proper Resident Evil 0 and 1. Because Stranger Things, the series will be over. They always be released in each year. That's what's called a hype train. It all started with Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Because you know, like I'm a Resident Evil player, and I play a lot of Resident Evil, and they always take an inspiration from the movies, and you know. But like I say, I think they're like Resident Evil also, and that's why like Star Wars and them decided to come back, just like the horror movies too, like Halloween went serious and such, and very good. And if they want to bring their game from their series to allow them to play, you know, and like how they have Revenge of the Sith, they even so they don't have multiple choices, but they do have a choice, you know, like how Mortal Kombat did, you know, Mortal Kombat was the one that used multiple choices, and they finally did, you know, and they said test your might, finish him, fatality, or something like that from Mortal Kombat, and give them a choice. They said what? And they have to press reaction because if not, it's over, you know? Different characters, different directing story could be. The outcome of the player if they don't reaction. That's why it's good, you know. That's why Resident Evil 3 had that, you know. Resident Evil 3 was like first, before Star Wars did. And like, you know, it shows an example, you know, Resident Evil 3 was like a movie, but they didn't want to put that in, they didn't want to put it serious. They went serious, you know, Vendetta and Death Island, and Star Wars too, you know. I think they are paying attention, you know, Star Wars is very paying attention, just like Jurassic Park, Ghost in the Shell, other anime series, and that is like kind of like they're like Resident Evil. You know, these are Avengers, Final Fantasy, and such, and Sega, and the animations, and that's why the streaming service started with the hype train. No, it's because of Star Wars and Resident Evil allowing to keep the hype train going. So it pretty much is it, you know, even Marvel. And anyway, you say something that you never expected you could influence with the episode? Well, not, but not really, you know. Just explain it's owned by the creators of the like the animes, owners of the anime and movies, and that the series, TV series, and movies, and that they allow it, you know, that you never expected to see um like characters to return. A proper Resident Zero would be, Welcome Back City. Like the episode, for example, Marvel, where Superior Spider-Man came out. You never expected it could be like kind of dark, where Superior Spider-Man appearing, and then Superior Spider-Man took over Peter Parker, but in the end, regained his body from Doctor Octopus. Yeah, that's from it. They never expected to be from an episode like that from the anime. And then they brought back the original where you seen the first episode of Spider-Man, where it was very good, From let's say from some channels they used to show anime like Spider-Man, and then they never show again, and they brought it back, and then that's why it has to go on a series where you can see it again. That's why they brought Charmin King and Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell wasn't restricted as Resident Evil, and that's why they brought their series back. But they didn't renew the season. I think that's why it's better to watch on a streaming service, like how One Piece is. I think that's a good place for them to put in. Oh, they have Star Wars in, it's good, They could bring back the Logan 2, or if they want. Oh, that's why they brought The Last of Us, A good story, direction, telling the viewer. I'm trying to figure out what Anakin would do, what Ahsoka is doing. They will kill off her, she's the only survivor. I don't think no fans is saying, but Ahsoka, like I want to put this in, but Ahsoka is the only survivor main character. That's the reason why you have all your series, It's always, now it's coming to this. Will, the creator of the Star Wars and such, will kill off Ahsoka if they want. They don't, they still will keep the canon, but you're not sure if they're gonna kill off Ahsoka, she's the only survivor, she lasted that long since with Obi-Wan. But like I say, there's no anything more with Ahsoka, her death, her last thing, only Obi-Wan, now it's Ahsoka, that's why she's the one who got Anakin to come out. That's the reason why, that's why Anakin, we don't know it's Anakin, it's the past of some other stuff, or like I say, it's possible, anything is possible, because Ahsoka managed to get Anakin came out from his chains from Darth Vader, you don't know, we're not sure if either Anakin is himself, it's not himself, he's like I said, I already explained earlier ago that he's just pretending get closer to her so could take her down as the last Jedi, and Osman, he had a chance, and then he's free for a moment, and then maybe a different Anakin, it's possible, she would have saved him, leave the timeline, it would have been interesting to see if they would have gone in the same direction as Marvel. I think they will not. If they do, they have to go very serious, They will, Anakin and Ahsoka will have been hunted down by the Jedi's or whatever timeline would be. If not, they could just use the live action Clone Wars, whatever, of Anakin and them. Because if they do that, like how Bleach did, Bleach, the anime of Bleach, the Ichigo and Rukia. They got the inspiration from Star Wars, but I'm not sure if they want to do this, They're right now are doing the hype train with Anakin, more of them, showing him is good, The other one was good too because it shows the Darth Vader master, the dark side. Really did told that he really could have saved everyone. But Anakin didn't believe it. That's why he said he wasn't afraid about the dark side, but didn't like the chosen one, you know? He gave his last lesson. I'm not sure if Anakin like was himself or was just coming trying to get Ahsoka guard down. And then Anakin, like, Ahsoka would have saved him, would have done something, would have not returned to her timeline, just stay with her master, because he left her. That's why it started, and left him, and that's how the outcome with the Revenge of the Sith, so destroying all the main characters and such. We're not sure how it will be, because that's the end of the series, and it takes forever, but the anime always answer, like then this Resident Evil, because Resident Evil, it takes forever, for them to show a release, proper release, like Death Island, Infinite Darkness, with the main characters, and it takes forever. And, they, like, they have, that's why the big stars came in if they wanted to do this, just like in Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn and Batman and them, they came in because the series wasn't good. And the Batman, that's why they came in and do their thing, and then leave. It's like this, one time only. They came in, they look like them, and that's it. And it's kind of scary, because like I play Resident Evil a lot, and that the characters really did look like them, but you hadn't seen it for a long time until now, because you like the original player or the original that been playing Resident Evil or for yourself, and then you're expecting that someone could look like the character, and then it exists, They really do look like them now. Like I said, Resident Evil already been doing this. It's just that like Resident Evil never intended to show like a live character look like them, and then now they could, they could really do it, just like they did with Vendetta and Death Island. They could really go serious with Resident Evil Zero, Like the movies, I don't think they're listening, but they put some parts and character, and then some that are appearing. They could would have been Resident Evil if Resident Evil want to. Like they already put, they once kind of listened. They put the actors like the Maze Runner. She became Claire, and then Jill from Marvel. It could be different else, Jill from different series, Carlos from Resident Evil 3. But hey, Resident Evil is not allowing, like they have George Romero would have done the series, and would have done different direction, like Paul Anderson would have done, but what they did, it's good, The first one was really good, and then they become producer. I really thought they would have taken over Resident Evil, the producers, Rocco Raccoon City would have done, become very, very serious. They had seen like Rebecca Chambers, Billy Corgan, Resident Evil 3, different that they're in a different series, but could come to be Resident Evil 3. But Mortal Kombat, the live action did it, and they went serious, and they have their multiple choices. They went back to how they were. That's why Liu Kang wasn't that smart. Gave up his powers, and he's not the Thunder God, from fire and lightning. I don't know. He always mentioned about fire. So he pretty much lost most of his powers, and he would have died in that story. He would have died, but we don't know which is canon. There's a different Liu Kang, save him. That Liu Kang saved Liu Kang because he wasn't that strong, We don't know if it's legit. I don't know if Liu Kang would have survived, or it was a made-up choice for just to see or not. I mean, Liu Kang really did struggle in that timeline multiverse thing. And Liu Kang, made a mistake in that timeline. You know, it's always the outcome of decision of the main character what was lacking or wasn't prepared, wasn't ready for what's gonna happen. Next scene, next episode, next story plot. Like just like Resident Evil 3 where you have multiple choices, you know, Barry shown in the chopper. Resident Evil 3 will have shown like a lot of things, you know. Like I said, Walking Dead have its series. It like perhaps have to put the spotlight, you know, like and then that Resident Evil will have different that could take over in the movies. Well, so the Revenge of the Sith, you know, Dark Vader returns and it went serious. It's the example, you know. But hey, we're not sure if it will continue with the hype train because the Ahsoka is it really is close to the main character, you know, like how the X-Men was. You know, Resident Evil 3, you know, like I really like I'm not an expert of this, but I'm not an expert. Just put like would have been for Resident Evil 3, you know, and Resident Evil 0, but they never, you know, it's there, you know, it exists. The 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 movie could happen, the Resident Evil series, but nah, you know. But like I say, they're not allowing the like how the One Piece is doing, how Star Wars is doing. Very serious, you know. Star Wars is very good. It's a Jurassic Park, you know. Um, just that the like Resident Star Wars was like that's why it's good, you know. The Anakin shown everything. Then X Men's probably will return, you know. On that series of movie, you know, who knows if they're watching, kind of to see, um, like the we hadn't seen a proper Resident Evil, but hey, you know, the anime, like I say, the anime always answer. They made their own series, you know, Boruto, the series what is telling you, explain to the viewer what Sasuke is doing, um, what will be. I really don't want them to skip that important part that is getting there and skip it, you know? Just like how with Leon skip what happened to him, how Chris was. The chambers were saved multiple times, and Chris always saved him and Chris decided to keep Rebecca Chambers with him team so that they don't try to take Rebecca away again. And then finally, you know, Chris was the one was kind of like reshaped as realized what's going on, and then Chris Redfield tell Jill that you're not ready, but who knows if Jill is ready or not. Um, but the next Resident Evil series will tell if whether or not Jill is prepared. The outcome because Chris is already ready, but Leon I think will get killed off because it did shows from the Game Boy or whatever got killed off, so it's possible, you know, possible, and that we don't know what's gonna be the next series would be for Star Wars. Um, Ghost in the Show, I've been waiting, but there's no series on that. Of course, there will be Charming King, the new sequel that's been waiting for a long time. It finally appeared, you know. There's a reason why it has to be some place, some like um channel or something to so that the series could be in it, so everyone could watch. Yeah, that's why it was. There's a reason why the streaming series was made. Like Star Wars was good, you know. Anakin finally appeared. I wanted to see her, like what Ahsoka would do against Anakin, but you know, Anakin almost got killed off from Ahsoka because she was prepared. You know, you don't know if Anakin was really tricking her. He was being prepared against her, and then would have saved him, but she didn't. Didn't went that directly. She would have saved him for regret of her leaving him. And then what happened? She didn't. Decided to use the dark side, and then her eyes changed. But then of you, my master. That part, but she didn't. She go, and that's it. But we don't know what will happen to Ahsoka. It took forever. She survived. That's the reason why it was good with the clone animated series with her surviving and getting all to the part. Because Anakin told like Obi-Wan or such that he was the one. Anakin was a good master, trained her so well to survive all the way. Only thing that could to stop her was Anakin. Anakin is the only one that could do it. Like I said, he would have done it. He already killed her off, but someone came back. That's the reason why he appeared again. So he could trick her. It could happen. But we're not sure. And like the Resident Evil, the series, Wesker will appear. That's different. Wesker also a main character of the Resident Evil series is that survived now. I really hope that it will be in Resident Evil Village if he survived in Resident Evil 5. But like I say, it would be good. It would be if Wesker survived. I mean something like Resident Evil Village. There could be a different inspiration, different direction of Resident Evil could be with its story that Resident Evil had. With Lady Miranda could be involved with the Resident Evil series, do something with the Resident Evil, be part of it. Could be she could have been like the birds, she could have been the trees watching over the characters. If she would have like be with Wesker and Resident Evil Village, they would be focusing more on Chris Redfield. And then the series will happen only focusing on the main characters, then the side characters that they are doing right now with the Inspire Resident Evil. No, the Inspire is focusing on the main characters. But like Lady Miranda is very good. If Wesker survive, helping Wesker survive, and they could show the the they show Wesker in Resident Evil Village. They basically against Chris Redfield. They will not be into winter. That would be make sense. We'll be focusing on the character. That's why The Walking Dead focusing on the other main characters. The side characters, whatever, they already made up their own series. They already made up. They could bring Clementine if they want. Like with that, they have Shutter series. Boy, like I said, Anakin's in it. Ahsoka, Dark Vader, and that's the series. And Marvel continue with Spider-Verse 3. Spider-Verse 3. That it's very serious, the anime. But I'm not sure if I really, because when it started, they have their series in each streaming service, Resident Evil, and then the movies they came back because they got inspired from from telling you like they're the one behind it, from like Parasite, from the series was made. So they came back, make their own superhero horror thing, zombies stuff, in like on a series that they want. Uh, King of Fighter, King of Fighter come later. And that's it. Like there's a lot of things with this outcome with episode 5, Ahsoka and Anakin. Um, and you know, like Halloween, there also could be a sequel also of the main character. There's other characters there. I don't think they do that. Oh, Star Wars is good, you know, and they got to the part. But I don't know how they gonna do with the story of Ahsoka. Will Darth Vader finish her off? It could happen, you know. Well, now serious. It has his on Ahsoka, and now he's gonna try to see more if Ahsoka really did let her guard down or not. No, that series, the series of Star Wars went serious now. Because he didn't like the other movie. It was talking about the Darth Vader Master Survive. It was good, you know. I like it. I like that series. And in this part, Darth Anakin will learn the remaining Jedi, and that's it in that series of Star Wars. The time travel and outcome and other series that I added, you know, even Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 1, 0. Welcome Raccoon City is good also, you know. But they only do story series, that's it. You know, Jill and stuff, you know. The story, you know. And then, you know, and like how the pretty much the movie pay attention to Resident Evil. And somehow that's how it is, and that's how like the movies like you know starting to make their series now. And I know Star Wars always did. They didn't ever want to go serious with Skywalker, but they did now. And Ahsoka, they decided to bring the main focus. They're the main focus of the series. This is good. This is where Anakin will finally go serious. You will see. I'm not an expert, no. You know, I don't know much about the Dark Vader. You know, I'm just saying that what will Dark Vader do? Like, I think he will hunt down Ahsoka. How she will survive, you know, because he got taught by Anakin. You know, she managed to almost kill off Anakin. You know, she would have done it. You know, she would have finished off Anakin, but didn't. I don't know what to do. You know, the story. If like, I would talk about Wesker and Village, if he survived in Resident Evil 4, if he really did survive in Resident Evil 4 remake, if he really did survive Resident Evil 4 and then Resident Evil 5 too, that'd be good, you know. Then Resident Evil 6 will be different, will be, and then you know, and then the movies will pay attention because Resident Evil will once again will do like a movie telling. Even so, they remove the multiple choices, you know. Hey, don't forget that the movies is separate from Resident Evil. They're kind of an expert because they did animes, you know. That's why the Resident Evil 4 is like an anime because the anime was part of it. Because that's why it was made. But what happened is split. But now they're coming back, you know. And with Death Island, they did came back. It was they knew the character well and they made it, you know. That's the reason why Resident Evil was good, you know. Even Resident Evil 3, multiple choices of the original. I don't know. It was good.